My mom's fiancé stole my $7,000 college fund, but she told me to shut up, so I filed a police report. It all started when I opened the shoebox where I kept my money. It was just a basic beat-up box shoved deep in my closet, hidden behind a pile of old hoodies. Inside were all of my savings, $7,000 in cash. I'd been collecting it for over 2 years to pay for my first semester of college. I know keeping that much money in cash isn't smart, but seeing it physically made it real for me. It was my motivation. When I opened that box and saw only $40 inside, my heart just stopped. No warning, no buildup, just pure panic. I froze. Then I started searching, again and again. The whole room, under the bed, behind books and drawers. I thought maybe I'd moved the money and forgotten, but I hadn't. I knew exactly where it was, and I'd counted it just 3 days earlier. That money was gone. At first, I thought I was losing my mind. But the more I stood there thinking about it, the clearer it became. It had to be someone in the house. My mom didn't care much about my money. She knew I was saving up, but she never asked about it. And then there was her boyfriend, Danny. He'd been living with us for a few months. No job, but full of big talk. Crypto, flipping stuff online, starting a business. He always had a new scheme. The moment I thought about him, something in my stomach twisted. I didn't have proof, but my gut knew. I told my mom the money was missing. Her response? Confusion, disbelief, and then irritation. She asked why I hadn't put it in a bank, why I didn't tell her about it, whether I was sure I didn't just lose it myself, as if I didn't know my own savings. She never even looked upset, just annoyed. And when I hinted that someone in the house might have taken it, she instantly defended him. Told me I was jumping to conclusions, that Danny would never steal from me, that I was being dramatic, that I should calm down. It was like a slap in the face. She chose him, not me, her daughter. I didn't argue. I just left the room. But inside, something broke. And that night, I made a plan. I had this tiny hidden camera I bought on Black Friday a year ago. It looked like a phone charger. I set it up in my room the next morning, pointed directly at my closet. I went to school as usual, and when I got home, I checked the footage. My heart was racing as I hit play. And there he was. Danny, in my room. When my mom wasn't home, he opened the closet, pulled out the box, opened it, and started counting my money, smiling, tossing bills in the air like it was Monopoly money. Then he stuffed the cash in his backpack and walked out like it was nothing. I didn't cry, I didn't scream. I felt something colder than anger. Clarity. I had proof. The next morning, I packed a bag and told my mom I was staying at a friend's for a few days. She barely reacted. I think she was relieved. I was making her drama go away. At my friend's house, I uploaded the video and backed up every piece of evidence I had. Photos of the box, old screenshots showing how much I'd saved, pay stubs, even emails from my college about tuition deadlines. Then I went to the police. They took it seriously, more seriously than I expected. I gave them the video and all my documents. The officer I spoke with was kind, calm, and told me I did the right thing. But that wasn't enough for me. I wanted the truth out. I posted my story on social media. No names, just facts. I shared the screenshots, a still image from the video without his face, and a caption that basically said, "This is what it looks like when your mom chooses her boyfriend over her daughter." It blew up. Hundreds of shares, comments from strangers. So many women said they'd been through the same thing. A few people actually recognized him. Turns out Danny had done this before, to other women in other states. One person linked me to a news article from Arizona. Same guy, different name, same story. The police confirmed it. He had a record, fraud, theft, identity scams. He was arrested 2 weeks later. And my mom, she lost it. Not on him, on me. She messaged me nonstop, called me a traitor. Said I'd destroyed her relationship, that I ruined everything she built. She didn't ask if I was okay. She didn't apologize. She didn't even acknowledge the theft. All she saw was that I embarrassed her. So I went one step further. I contacted Child Protective Services, not out of revenge, but because I realized she let a felon live in our house, knowing full well he was alone with me when she wasn't home, and she chose to protect him instead of me. Turns out she was also lying on her housing assistance paperwork. CPS passed it on to the right department. She got a surprise inspection. A week later, she was evicted. I didn't hear from her after that, except for one final message. "You destroyed my life." I didn't reply for days. Then finally, I sent her one line. "You destroyed your own life the day you picked a thief over your daughter." After all that, I moved in with a family friend, got a new job, and the best part? Someone from a scholarship foundation saw my viral post. They help students who've lost financial support due to family abuse or fraud. They offered to cover my entire first year of college. Now I'm working, studying, and living free from people who treat me like I don't matter. People always say family is everything. But here's what I learned. Family isn't who shares your blood, it's who has your back.